Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innalhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa natubu ilaih wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lahu wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. First of all, let's thank and praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has been giving us some mercies and blessing. Secondly, may salawat and salam be with our the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who is guided us from the darkness era to the lightness era. Okay, so guys, I'm Muhammad F. Stawan. Uh, I'm from Elephant D Cafe. Okay, at this WTT event, I'm the host and the speaker this time is Alfarel Raya Permana Maulana from Elephant D Cafe. And who will present material insert color sampling color and what UI UX design. And for Alfred Permana, time and place is yours.
Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Salatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'du. So, first of all, let's praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious, the most merciful. Uh, the last messenger of Allah who has guided my life from the distraction into the right way that we call sunnah. So, let me introduce myself. I'm Al Farhal Permana. I'm from 11 KP. So today I will give you, we can take out today, I will give you the topic, I will share you about sampling colors and what your UX design. Right. I will give you the slide. Okay. Okay. This is sampling colors. I think maybe you know. So what is sampling colors? Okay. I will give you, let's discuss together what sampling color is. Uh, how do you learn to sampling colors? Okay. So this is the picture in Gunung. You can see the picture beside. We will learn something else. From the picture beside, how do you take a color sample? We will use a tool called an eyedropper. We just need to press Control Command plus A and enter it into a rectangle. This eyedropper is used for copying, copying colors, and how to use it is also easy. You just direct the eyedrop to the color you want, then you would press the image once and then move it to rectangle. Okay, the next slide. This is the step. The, the first step is you open. Maybe we'll open the Figma. The first I will give you open the Figma app and then you take it in, maybe you click there, maybe, and your graph is in, and your open plugin, maybe I will, the plugin name is foundation color generation, and you take it the palette. Okay, this is the palette. I will take the color is green, and your duplicate in your rectangle, maybe five rectangle. Okay, and the second step is your click in E for drop A, and your is text in color, and your maybe I think is this is okay. Okay, okay. The next is I will give you about what is your UX design. So what is your UX design? We must first know what your UX designer are. So your UX designer have the function to the design your approach of application and website. So that's the for interactive and determine how the display works. Both of these can affect the visual appeal and impression of display visitor. So in turn, user interface and user experience design itself is now quite often heard among designers in developing desktop, website, and mobile-based applications. Of course, you really need your user interface and user experience before going deeper into we what your user interface and user experience is. We must first know the concept and the purpose of user interface and user experience. User interface stands for user interface and UX stands for user experience. From here along, we gain to understand the meaning of this abbreviation in more detail. We will explain the meaning and introduction of the UI UX designer's position in the software development. In this article, we will explain the importance of using user interface and user experience design in often than website. Lots of websites are now being developed into mobile to keep up with development. In the digital era, every developer has to definitely learn about software development, but in the terms of website approach and mobile for now, it is better known for its repository and features. Okay, I will give you 11 topic. What is UI UX designer? Okay, the first topic is what is your user interface and user experience design. So UI user interface or user interface in a progress which display a result in the form of a display text can be sent by the user. More precisely, it is the visual part of the website, software of hardware for user to interact with. The purpose of the user interface itself is to improve the functionality and user experience of the user. There are several user interface components that are frequently used, such of buttons. The first is buttons, second typography, icons, themes, and display animation, as well as other interactive visuals. All of the user interface components are designed with aesthetic and user friendliness in mind. User experience is a progress where user can interact with the interface in a good of comfortable manner. The most important thing here the goal of experience is to increase user satisfaction when accessing iDisplay, but from the website, mobile, and desktop side. This restaurant itself becomes a link between the user and the product. There are several components that are often used in user experience, including product feature, product and use navigation, design structure, visual aspect of design, and all aspect of interaction with the user. So the second topic is difference between UI interface versus user experience design. So UI, user interface, and UX, user experience, are two closely related concepts. In user experience design, however, both have differences in terms of focus and primary responsibility. The following are the differences between UI and UX involvement. So the first, user interface. UI interface deals with the visual interface and interaction between the user of the system. The main focus of the UI interface is on the design of the element visible to the user, such as layout, colors, icon, buttons, and other graphic elements. The user interface goal is to create an interface that is visually appealing, consistent, and easy to use. User interface designers are responsible for the creating aesthetic pleasing and interactive interface taking into the account visual design basic purpose, and the effective use of graphic elements. So the second is user experience. User experience is the user experience with using a product or service. The main focus of user experience is understanding the needs, preference, and behavior of user by satisfying an effective experience. User experience goal is to create an easy experience for user when using the product without an obstacle. User experience designers are responsible for the conducting user research, analysis user need, and designing workflow, setting layout, and ensuring this, the overall user experience is running well. A good UI will consider your expert visible to create a good experience for user. Good user experience also requires iterative and easy to use visual element and to achieve success. Therefore, strong cooperation between UI designer and UX designer is important to create optimal product in terms of the design and user experience. Okay, the three topics UI UX designer, which maybe after you have understood the intent and purpose of UI UX, now what you need to know is the work of a UI UX designer. Every company or startup inherently competing to improve the quality of the products is products. But in terms of functionality and average quality, therefore it is necessary to have someone who is an expert good in terms. of the developer and in terms of the design itself. Well, in the world of IT, people who are experts in the field of UI UX are called UI UX designers. The duties of this position are currently not just experts in making a design of raw appearance of the application, however, the UI UX designer must also pay attention to the functionality and appearance of the initial design that will be made for the software. The fourth topic: what are the skills required by a UI UX designer? So, UI UX designer share some skills, but his role requires a very specific skills. Here are the some of the skills needed to become a UI UX designer. Take the point. The first point is visualization. The second is wireframe and prototyping. The third is doing user experience research plan. And the fourth, analyze and draw conclusion from the data. And the fifth, communicate well and seek work in terms of the collaborate, safe, problem solving ability. And the last is mastering design tools and software. So, apart of this, user interface and UI designer also needs to have soft skills such as empathy, creativity, and the ability to adapt quickly. Okay. The the sixth topic is component in your UX design. Uh, the existence of the user interface and user experience, of course, cannot to be spared, but each of them has a close relationship in the providing experience the user is accessing application. There are several components in the UI UX that play a role directing the behavior of the user in using the application. Okay. The point one is architectural information. Information architecture in the structure of all from forms of information displayed to users. Before discussing application design, we must first know what the user needs in the following. We will explain what the method or needed in organizing architectural information. The point one is A. Hierarchy. This is hierarchical method of organizing information. We set the concept of psychological theory. In this case, creative education is paid to the functionality and arrangement of each element of an application that will be made. I will give you example about hierarchy. Creating the navigation is made and the very top and function of a pointer. The point B is sequential. This sequential method plays for emphasis on the breakdown progress each time information into the several stages that will be used by the user. So the function is of this method is not that users can better remember the information provided. So the example is minus is an e-commerce that have information product. So the C is metric. This is metric method delegates a lot of responsibility to the user side. So responsibility here in organizing information. For example, sorting in a photo dates uses the metrics method. The seventh topic is component in the UI design. So the two design interaction application are made. not only to be seen and enjoyed. Actual encourage further the interaction of the application is also very important. Interaction is also supported by good design too. Interaction in the design can be in the form of clicking, sliding, pressing the feature of the buttons in the application. Interaction design is very important to know the behavior of the user. The three is functionality. Functionality usability is an important component in UI/UX design. The measure of the functionality is judged by how easy it is to use the application. In addition, accuracy and the feature that support user are important for website and mobile coverage. And the fourth is prototypes. After compiling the data component above, what needs to be done next is to make a prototype in the form of a wireframe. The output of the prototype will be used as a layer which will later be submitted to the development team for the software development progress. Okay, the fifth is visual design. After the wireframes results have been modded, been made, it is then for a visual designer to create a visual approach of the design with the addition of change to color, style, font, and others. Its function is to provide a clearer picture of the initial design of the application to viewer. The tools in making this visual design are Adobe XD, Figma, Premiere, and others. You can use any the tools according to your needs by using Figma. You can do work of project online without the need to install software first like Adobe XD. And the eighth point is why UI/UX design is important in mobile application. The use of mobile apps in the currently is rising, so it is necessary to from the development, make adjustment from the development. You know, there do always need the changes in terms of appearance so that it is more responsive and support mobile viewing. In addition, UI/UX design is very influential in the application development progress. Uh, there are several important aspects why UI/UX design has a big impact to application design. So the first aspect in terms of usability when a user starts using interactive, the first thing to do is the of course cost and the application according to the needs that the user wants. Then the user can enter the application and start to try a preview to a viable mass user prefer application with performance and use cases are easy and not confusing. Then the second aspect in this term of visual approach, appearing of interactive is very important to increase interest in accessing the application. By UX design, you can arrange modify the appearance and each element to make it is more interactive and increase user interest in accessing the application. Therefore, the role of the user experience is very important to support visual gets are already good and right on target. The third is aspect is the consistency of the design. Design is a major factor in accelerating user consistency here, including the creation of layer design, the use of font colors, and user experiences are tailored to the behavior of the user. Okay, the next is tools used by UI UX designer. The first is Figma. It's a cloud-based design application that is currently popular among UI UX designers because it is easy to use and reduces the spatial experience. One of Figma's main strengths is its ability to enable real-time collaboration, which is effective for development teams, designer, and stakeholders. Figma has advantages such as auto-layered, grid-layered, and prototyping features that can make the design progress faster and more efficient inside being visible on all platforms. Figma can also be used on web browsers such as Google, Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, and Safari. However, Figma has drawbacks such as not being able to use without an internet connection. And the second is Adobe XD. It's a UI design tool development by a common company that enable users to design UI for mobile application and website. Two, its many interactive feature and ease of use. Adobe XD is used by almost all UI UX design generative application. And the 10 is tool used by UI UX designer. Among the interesting features of Adobe XP are the repeat type, content, our layer, and the component. This easy responsive feature also makes this for UI designer. And the third is sketch, and the fourth is principle. Okay, so the conclusion is okay. Thank you. So I'm sorry I have to say maybe that's all from me. I will. I'm sorry because I will. Uh, 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 yeah. Jadi maybe that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Farel, for the good materials. And so maybe that's all from us. Uh, Sorry if I any mistake. Thank you for your attention. I'm Muhammad Hafiz Setiawan. LSS. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.